Out to the 16-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Throwing on first down. Kirkpatrick looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Second down and a yard. And he fires one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. And that will be incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Muscles him off. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Looking to throw. Holland. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Holland. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, it's Walker. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Holland. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Ware. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Off the play fake. Kirkpatrick. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll look to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off play action. Kirkpatrick.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st down, Holland. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Holland, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
To throw on second down, Kirkpatrick, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
To throw on third down, Kirkpatrick. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st and 10, Kirkpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
36 yards. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. To throw again, Kirkpatrick. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for Philly. 66 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Off the play fake. Kirkpatrick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And this a 39-yard attempt. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott.
39-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Holland. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is third and quite a ways.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's Rodgers on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 21 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Kirkpatrick. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Holland, he's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Slot man moves right. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on third down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. Second and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing on first down. Holland flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Holland.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Holland. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And there's a work of art right there, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now they'll shift things around.
On first down, Kirkpatrick.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second down and 3. To the right side, this is Walker. Across midfield. He's on his way.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker,
76 yards.
And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. And a quick throw here that's complete. And now they're in the hurry up.
To number 80. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on second down, Kirkpatrick. Pass incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action, Kirkpatrick. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on fourth. Now they'll change things up.
On 1st and 10, Kirkpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on first down, Kirkpatrick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Holland. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Holland.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Off the play fake. Kirkpatrick. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. From 8 yards out.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
140 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sideline.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holland.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Holland.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Kirkpatrick. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Kirkpatrick. He's got it. This is Ware. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Off play action, Kirkpatrick. And that'll be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Kirkpatrick. And he comes back with one complete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
At their own 6-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress